Good morning and welcome to this edition of Ask NCM. My name is Rick Wegley. The question this week came up was, does the technician cost affect the effective labor rate? And this came from a general manager, doesn't have a lot of experience with the fixed operation, so I had to kind of go back a little bit and tell him, first of all, no, they really have nothing to do with each other. The effective labor rate math is calculated by taking total dollar labor sales divided by technician billed hours. Okay, so how many hours you flag the technician doesn't really impact the total effective labor rate. The gross math is to take the total dollar labor sales less the cost of sales, which is your technician cost. So that will impact your gross profit. The relationship could be tied together, but they really don't have anything directly to do with each other. You could have a really great effective labor rate and a really low gross profit margin if you're dispatching the work to the wrong technician skill set. And maybe that technician is paid maybe twice as much as some of your lube technicians, but if he's doing oil changes, your gross on that is going to be very low, even though the effective labor rate would be considered to be the same. It's basically what are we collecting versus what we're paying. Work mix has the most to do with that, and technician skill mix as well. What we've seen in our industry is a shift to be more competitive in the maintenance market. We've cut our prices down to almost giving it away in some cases on some of the basic services on it, but we haven't made any adjustments on our technician skill mix in the shop. So how we dispatch the work and to whom we dispatch the work is going to affect your gross profit, not your effective rate, but your gross profit. The more competitive we become, the farther we go along and in our markets as we start to pick up more maintenance work on it, it does impact effective rate. So you need to do a work mix study and figure out what your work mix is and then adjust your effective rates accordingly. Thank you. If you have a question that you'd like to see answered on a future episode of Ask NCM, please email your questions to askncm@ncmassociates.com.